So what's in your garage is back at Matt's place. Good morning, Matt. Keen, how are you?
Morning, Vinny. How are you?
Very good, thanks, very good. And we've come here today to have a look at Matt's magnificent W126. What year is this, Matt?
It is a 1989.
1989. And I believe it's got a couple of Ks on the clock, is that right?
Yep, it's just shy of 420,000.
My goodness. But it's a bit hard to believe because it looks like a brand new car.
Yep, it's all original paint.
What?
Never been resprayed. The only accidents had it hit a Kangaroo, the first owner that had it, because it's only had one owner before me. And it left a scratch on the bumper, and that was it.
My goodness. That's almost unbelievable. I like the tinted windows.
Yeah, I thought the Mafia look kind of suited it.
So we're going to be looking inside a car that's got 419,000 Ks on the clock. And to be honest, you wouldn't think it had 19,000 on the clock. Woodwork's in beautiful condition. The dash looks as new, there's no scratches or key marks there. Dashboard here, and also we'll have a look at those original documents Matt's got there later. Just sumptuous. Perfect door cards.
This is the long wheelbase.
This is long wheelbase, right?
So you can see this door is massive.
Oh, so there is just a little bit of legroom then.
There's just a little bit. So in its day, it had more legroom than a Rolls Royce.
Wow.
Same thing, all original interior. That leather's all original. Carpet's all original. Nothing's been touched inside, except for the sunroof. Someone with a keen eye might be able to pick why that sunroof is different. So the sunroof is a moonroof out of a W140. It's glass. This is the only glass one in Australia. It took about, I have to be honest, it probably took about 3 days to do the job because there's a lot of work in it, but it was definitely worth it.
Oh well, congratulations. So it's the only one of a kind.
Yep, the only other modification you're just about to look at now, you'll see those headrests. You'll notice that they have soft pillows on them, straight out of a W222 current S-Class.
Oh, I see. Very posh. So Matt, how do you keep the leather work? Is this leather or MB text?
No, it's leather.
How do you keep the leather looking so as good as it does when the car's, how old's the car? 30 years old?
30 years old. I use a product that called Leatherique.
Oh yes, up at
Twice a
Warriewood.
year I massage it, let it sit in the sun for a day and then clean it, and as you can see, it just works.
It does, doesn't it? Look at the sheen on that.
So the other thing that was an option in these was the footrest came in the 560s. When I bought this car, I went to Mercedes-Benz and they wanted $1,700 for two of them. So I had a bloke called Brent Parker make me a set. He took the measurements off the factory ones, and you can't pick them from what you got from Mercedes. And let's just say it was a substantially smaller amount of money.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, now Leatherique, we had a couple of tech days at Leatherique. They are a good mob, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a brilliant product.
Is it easy to use?
Yeah, it's just, honestly, it's like applying coconut oil for a suntan, literally. It's what it feels like.
Really?
And you just put it on everything, shut the doors, leave it in the sun for a day, and come back and it just cleans up everything.
These door cards too?
Yep,
Along
no,
here?
not Leatherique. That's a product made by Bowden's, which is an Australian company.
Oh yes, one of our sponsors.
Yeah, and I just use their vinyl stuff, and I like it because if you look at this, it just has the factory satin finish.
Right.
So for those that are interested in Concours, when a judge opens it up and sees this all shiny and you think it looks nice, a judge hates that because that's not how it left the factory. It left like that, just a polite luster, I guess you could call it.
Yeah. Very nice. And have you had this car in concours before?
This car has won the New South Wales one 4 times, Canberra twice, Melbourne once.
Well, I'm not surprised. And a gangster boot. Gangster size boot by the looks of it.
Decided to jump off. Yep, the boot's pretty big. I've got stuff in there obviously, but back in its day, the idea was this was at a height that when you lifted in your suitcase, you didn't get a back injury. So if you go back to cars in 1979, it was nowhere near as easy to get a suitcase.
Yeah, right.
Lots of little things they thought of.
Is there a spare under the
Yes,
flat?
original wheel,
Right.
all untouched, pretty much. And this is what I love about a 126.
Clunk. Look at the condition of those. The reflectors, they look brand new, man.
Yeah, they're a funny car. 10 years ago you couldn't really get anything for them, and now, to be blunt, if you want a good one, you really have to pay more money than what you pay for the 2 models that came after this. They are just so hard to find, and a lot of people will tell you it's the last S-Class that you could work on without a computer, and that's pretty true. There's a lot you can do on a 140 without a computer, but some things you need one. But this car with a multimeter, you can fix just about anything, but nothing really goes wrong with them.
And it's got a tow bar as well.
Oh yeah, he used to tow a small boat. I tow my boat with it. That's always good for a laugh. When people see you put a boat into the water, they kind of look at you like, are you crazy? But Mercedes-Benz are actually really, really good tow vehicles.
You were telling me that you'd be going past guys in their big V8s towing boats, and you'd be going past them up a hill, and they'd be looking at you thinking, how's a 30-year-old car going past me?
Yeah, this was also the first car in the world, 4-door luxury car anyway, not this one, but a 560 to crack the 300 horsepower barrier.
Wow.
In 1986. So by today's standards, that's still a fair bit of poke, but in 86, 300 horsepower certainly had the motoring journalists going, give me the keys.
Well, let's have a look under the hood, Matt.